Hi, how are you? Let me explain my code. I created this repo in Next.js. Next.js basically is a JavaScript open source framework that we are using for building web applications. There are some key features, that's why we are using Next.js: server side rendering, static site generation, API routing. Now let me go through my code. First, I will open my package.json file. I used Tailwind CSS for styling. As you know, Tailwind CSS is very in the market. And for API schema, for validation API schema, I used that one sort package, and for store I use Movex. Let me show you my source folder. Inside the source folder, there you can see I created different folders for different purposes. First, I will open my pages folder, and you can see I created one is home.tsx file, and one is for collections file. Collection file is basically which user saved images into the collection. So if user want to go see our collections, that one is the route there you guys the user can see our collections. And home.tsx file is a main page file. The user can see first UI, and inside the APIs folder in the index.tsx folder, I created the interceptor. Uh, Interceptor is a common functionality. If we want to pass some APIs keys in every API, so we can define it here, and it will pass in every API. And in the cat folder, I define the cat APIs. There you can see API schema. I created this one schema according to the postman. If we will get one parameter is invalid, so it will throw the error. And in the types.ts file, I created the response schema, API's response schema, and I define it here. There you can see cat images response. So response must be according to the schema which we are getting from the API. I create there you can see I created some get cat images API, delete cat image API, cat image schema. And in the components folder, I created two components. One is alert component for showing the alert message to user, like image updated successfully, image added successfully. And the images list folder, I created this one folder component. I create this one component because we have to show on two pages images list, so that's why we are using. That's why I created this one component for images list. I define there you can see it's a simple functionalities here. One is for icons. I created on the hover. When we are hovering the image, so we have to show some icons, dash icon, and add to collection icons. That one is for image. And for delete functionality, it will be work on both. So that's why I define here delete image. And inside the config folders, I define some environment variables. Basically, we are define the environment variables in .env file, but for temporary, I define here in the constant folders. We have some static data, so that we can define in the constants, like that type of data. In the pages folder, I define already home.tsx file, collection.tsx file. And in the providers, I created a root provider. So their user with that one is the functionality I implemented on the app.tsx that will configure the store on in our app. And in the store folder, we can define multiple stores here. I have defined, like I defined here cat store. I created some getter functions and setter functions inside this one, and also I call the APIs here and handling the errors here. You can see here, and we will set the data and we will update the data through these functions. And that one is style. One is a global. If we have to define some global styles here, that one is the architecture of my project. Images list, config, constants, provider.